Hey everybody, and welcome to Yield Fall of Rome. This is a strategy game developed by Billion Worlds and published by Daedalic. They were nice enough to send over a copy of this game for me to check out. I've been holding out for a couple of updates, and it has gotten that because it is in early access on Steam right now for 20 bucks. Yeah, with that being said, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe, turn notification. Like 90+% of you aren't subscribed, so let's change that. I upload new videos daily on the best indie games around. And yeah, with that being said, let us begin our first campaign. Look in Yield Fall of Rome. We're going to be looking at the introductory campaign as the Caledonian Uprising. And we'll start the new campaign. Well, the lands of northern Britannia were entangled in never-ending feuds between local tribes and new enemy into the war-torn stage. Start mission. We got a few different little objectives that we can do here. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I do plan to get through maybe half, if not the whole, introductory campaign in this video for you to check it out for yourself. Alright, so would you like to see tutorials? Yes, I would. You can change the tutorial settings as well as view all of the hints in the Great Library if you change your mind. I'm going to look at the settings real quick, because a little loud. You can select units using the left click. You can issue orders by pressing right click on the highlighted tiles. With your settler selected, you can see optimal areas for them to settle down. Order your settler to move to one of these tiles. With your settler selected, use the unit ability in the bottom right and build your first settlement. London has been built. The land offers us various resources that will help us grow our village into a glorious city. Let's research how to use them efficiently. Research hunting. Hunting boars removes it from the tile permanently, but it rewards you with a great deal of population and production. Hunt boars. There's a goody hut over there. I love that they're called goody huts. That is a really nice touch, because I know in traditional 4S games like Civ, the wild things that you find of caches, people just casually call them goody huts. So just canonically be called goody huts, that makes me so happy. Everything can be done with gold, it looks like. Building improvement awards production to your settlement, which can be used to construct a new building. Press right click on the settlement panel. We're going to build a tavern. The one that's pulsating, Seren. Icons at the top right represent your current gold and your current income. Gold is spent on researching, recruiting units, or harvesting resources such as wild boars, and it can be obtained mainly through upgrading your settlement. We can exit the city screen now. The lands of war around us are filled with goody huts, which reward us reward those who visit them first with resources such as gold, population, production, or supplies. Have to go somewhere with it. Let's go ahead and end our first turn. Each mission has different sets of goals you need to fulfill to achieve victory. You can see these goals of this map's objectives at the top of the screen by expanding the objectives panel. We found a goody hut. We need to complete an objective. Per pop by 47. Alright, policies provide additional upgrades to your kingdom and can even unlock new buildings to build or purchase. In campaign mode, policies gained during missions will remain throughout the rest of your entire campaign as that kingdom. Open the policy panel to view available policies. Each policy is locked behind a milestone. When a milestone has been reached, the policy panel will instantly open for you to choose which policy branch to enact. The lands around you are filled with goodie huts. Reward those. Okay, we need to explore another hut. That's a goodie hut. Alright, scout the location of all the objectives using A and D and zooming out. There's a objective. Scavenging hunts grants your nearest settlement the resources displayed by the hut. Rewards granted by the huts increase over time, making them more powerful in the later stages of the game. Additional units can be recruited from your settlement to help your kingdom quickly explore and conquer the lands around your territory. We can open our settlement. Let's recruit a horse scout. Units have an additional supply cost, which is a resource unique to each settlement. If your settlement runs out of supplies, you will no longer be able to recruit new units from there. What scouts lack in strength, they make up for with your keen eyes. This, combined with their cheap cost, makes them perfect for discovering new areas and devising a strategy for expedition and expansion. Can't go anywhere with them, so we're just going to go ahead and end this turn. Also go ahead and we have to get another unit. We have to get this unit out. Goodie hut? Yeah, there's a goodie hut. Next unit. Another goodie hut up there. What is that? That's a religious site. To capture 3 religious sites right now, I think is probably the best idea. It's only 5 gold. You know, that's not bad. It's just 7 gold. So I guess goodie huts kind of give more as time goes on. I like that touch. This is what I'm seeing so far. Go ahead and build that. And we're going to go ahead and get a trader. Traders are great for improving relations and generating gold. Send them to the Romans to gain a large amount of gold to hasten your development. Alternatively, you can send them on to one of your own settlement to grow its population. Traders disappear once they have interacted with a settlement. I don't know where I got never from in that. When your settlement is low in supply, you will not be able to recruit any more units. Some buildings in your settlement can increase its maximum supply storage. All right. How do we get religious sites? I know that they take 5 gold. but I can't right click on them. Another goodie hut. We're on to turn 10, so we're in our double digits of turns already. So where do y'all want to get? Where do I want to go with this thing? Can we get another settler? Couldn't do that. Hmm. The Romans are around here somewhere. Wouldn't tell us about that otherwise. A religious, we can do mining. We're gonna unlock that one. Go ahead and unlock. Forestry. Farming and animal husbandry. We're gonna unlock for now. And there we go, we've grown. When a settlement reaches its population threshold, it grows in size, expanding its borders and unlocking new buildings for construction. We can get +2 supply. Let's get a trading post built for now. We're also going to work on, let's get a well built. And get those wild boars. Get that farm. Get a lumber hut built. There we go. Do that as well. So this is basically, if you're looking for a sales pitch on what this game is, it's fast-paced Civ on kind of a board game-esque, with a kind of a board game-esque feel. I like it. It's fast. It's kind of fast-paced. It's kind of chill thus far. We're in the tutorial, obviously, so I don't expect chill is going to be a big thing sometimes when we get into the full, if you get into a full game. But these goodie huts net us population. Which is pretty nifty. There we go, another 3. We're gonna get an embassy. Where's our growth at the moment? Need 28 more pop to get the big milestone done. I see a red thing right there, and that's probably another sieve. Yeah, that's another sieve. 100%. All right, we're up to 25. I'm gonna get a lumber hut built there. And another lumber hut built there. And we've grown the city. Nice. A lot of things to improve upon, I mean, for sure. We have a religious site, so it's got to be within our borders. Maybe I should have figured that out sooner. But it's got to be within our borders to capture it. So we've done that. We have one of 3. We got to get another one somewhere around here. Way over here. We're sitting about 20 more population away from that thing. To enforce a legal system. Interesting. Well, I think we're going to go and wrap up here. So if you enjoyed this episode of Your Fall of Rome, want to go check it out, go link in the description. The Steam page is there. Thanks again to Daedalic and their PR team for sending a copy of this over for me to check out. And with that being said, that's going to do it for today. I'll see you next time for some more here on Seren Santiago. Thanks for watching.